time of his pro career. He's hurt.
And it is over.
Oh my goodness.
Laura has stopped it in the first.
Wow.
And Michael Sullivan has no idea where he's at. David Lemieux said, I'm going to make him pay for talking trash about me. And he stops O'Sullivan in the first.
O'Sullivan looks lost. He's not complaining.
No, that's okay, Spike.
He looks spaced out.
That's what happens when you got that kind of punching power. Lemieux has tremendous punching power. That's a gift that he has. Only problem that he has is delivering it.
Spike O'Sullivan just lost a first-round knockout to David Lemieux here September the 15th, 2018, 8:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We still have another 2 hours, or 2 hours and 15 minutes, 14 or so before Canelo and Golovkin get in the ring. Look, he's still fucked up. I know a lot of people are upset, but I have to, we only can show brief clips, you know, for copyright purposes, but we're going to wait for the replay. And now David Lemieux is the WBA #1 contender for Gennady Golovkin if he wins tonight, or Canelo. Here's the knockout. Crazy. I mean, we knew somebody was going to get knocked out, and I knew that Spike O'Sullivan, he's fucked up. Damn. Watch this shot. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Spike. Oh, yeah. Sit down, son. Sit down. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Damn. You know, a lot of people have been, you know, talking. Here's another one. Oh, Spike. No. Spike, no. So far, we had the Moises Fuentes fight and what was that, a 5th round stoppage, and now the Spike O'Sullivan fight in a 1-round stoppage. You have Jaime Munguia versus Jaime Cook. Jaime Munguia versus Brandon Cook coming up next, and you have to wonder, damn, how long is that going to last, right? You know? I mean, there was some bad blood here, you know, and Spike did have his run. Remember, Spike O'Sullivan has lost to Billy Joe Saunders first, then Chris Eubank Jr. via stoppage. He didn't get knocked out in the Chris Eubank Jr. fight, but he did get stopped because he just was slow and wasn't doing anything. In this case, I thought his chin was going to hold up and he was going to get you know, outworked, maybe knocked out later on, or stopped via a referee stoppage, not by a knockout like this. So David Lemieux is back in the mix, and now if Canelo wins, you're looking at the man who's going to fight him. Let's listen to the post-fight interview. Oh, and also, he came into the ring at after he weighed in at 160, he rehydrated to 179 pounds on the unofficial scale, so which means the unofficial scale is, you know, a few hours before they come out or a couple hours before they come out, so which means he can be a little over 180 pounds. Let's listen to Max Kellerman, who's with David Lemieux right now.
His only promise in the ring is that he's going to try to knock you out. So there's no real technical strategy to his knockouts. It's just when he lands. He's very dangerous.
He's a pure puncher, and there's always room for pure punchers in the sport of boxing. They create excitement.
George
they draw
Foreman.
crowds.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
People love the
Tyson,
knockouts.
Julian Jackson.
Good God, can you
Tremendous
punch?
punches.
David, you came in, you rehydrated up to almost 180 pounds. Was that 179? Was that intentional? Did you want to come in with a weight advantage?
No, I always rehydrate to 179, 178 when I'm at my tops. I'm a heavy middleweight, but I felt great. I'm in superb shape. I always give you guys a great knockout, a great fight. So I hope you're all happy.
You were in with a good, solid fighter, and a guy who seemed to kind of stir up some bad blood with you heading into the fight. Did that motivate you at all? We have a main event tonight where there's a kind of similar theme.
Don't piss me off, guys. I guess the message must be clear. You know, yes, I was motivated. I didn't like all that trash talking that it was done to me before the fight from O'Sullivan's side. You know, so I kept it in me, and I put it into the right timing. I'm a respectable fighter. I come in the ring. I don't disrespect my opponents. I always train hard, and I don't trash talk. You know, I respect that kind of behavior. So
Trash talk.
That's it.
In your fight before this against Billy Joe Saunders, who's a very slick southpaw who moved around, that style seemed to bother you. And tonight you had a guy who's more stationary in front of you, and you could really display your power. Can you get to the point, you think, where you can be that same kind of fighter regardless of the style, where you can still figure out a way to land the home run shot because anyone who you hit seems to fall?
Look, you can't compare me against Billy Joe Saunders to David Lemieux today. I'm not the same guy. I was at 50% against Billy Joe Saunders, who is an excellent technician. He moves around the ring very good. O'Sullivan comes forward, but I'm physically 100% in shape. I have no injuries for this fight, so this is what it gives an excellent night of boxing. Against Billy Joe, I wasn't at my top, so that's it.
Tonight in the main event, two top middleweights in the world go at it. Everyone's anticipating this rematch. We're expecting fireworks. One of the reasons you're on this card is to remind people there are opponents in the middleweight division who are interesting and can present a threat. What are your thoughts about the main event and fighting the winner?
They're two excellent fighters, and I'm extremely looking forward to fighting both of them. And the winner, of course, but there is no middleweight like David Lemieux.
Having lost to Triple G the first time around, I imagine you want a rematch. On the other hand, you've never had a crack at Canelo, which could be an even bigger money fight. Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm not rooting for anybody. I want to fight both of them. I think it's a 50-50 chance fight. Canelo is an excellent boxer. So is Golovkin. It's going to be an interesting fight. I once fought the Golovkin at his peak, and I'm becoming my peak. So maybe in the near future, Golovkin will fight Lemieux in his peak. So let's see what's happening.
David, always intriguing to watch you anytime you step in the ring. What a knockout. What power. Jim?
Unfortunately, David Lemieux, whether you like it or not, is here. Let me go explain it to you really quick since we got some time. I was looking at this new promo on Canelo. Let me explain it to you. So you have Jamal Charlo, who's technically first in line, as the WBC mandatory. You may ask what's going on with Ryoto Murata, who's fighting Rob Brandt October the 20th. You would think that Lemieux would be the mandatory for Murata, right? Or Murata, the winner of Murata Brandt, would be the mandatory for Golovkin Canelo, right? But no, it's now David Lemieux. He's saying that he's in his peak now, that he wasn't in his peak before, and yada, 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 impressive knockout and everything. But this wasn't enough to show us. I mean, yeah, it was impressive, but it wasn't enough to show us that, oh, shit, David Lemieux can compete with a Canelo or a Golovkin. In my opinion, win or loss, he's going to get, Canelo. Meaning Canelo. If Canelo win or lose tonight, I think he's going to get David Lemieux. My personal opinion. We'll see, though. T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. So far, this card's going fast, and what was supposed to happen has happened. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez got a knockout in the 5th round, and now David Lemieux, a first-round stoppage. Now let's see what Brandon Cook does. Canelo and Golovkin are entering the arena. Anyway, please subscribe. We're going to be doing a live stream later on tonight after all of the fights, and we're going to be talking about the post-fight press conference and all that jazz. Please subscribe. I'll link to my social media right down below in the description box.